Hello and welcome back to Tony Strong, Life Coach. What I've done is I've taken positive thinking, which I'm sure you're all familiar with, positive thinking, and I've strengthened it. I've added in strength. I've added in an element of Tony Strong. So it's not just positive, it's positive and strong. Okay, so it's scene one, take one of positive and strong. I'll round. Oh, before I move on, actually, there is actually an easy way to remember this, because I know it's a new thing. You think, okay, so it's a new concept. So how can I remember it? Well, positive and strong. Just think of that. The acronym, of course, is PASS. It is PASS. It's not PUS. And the reason I say that is because I mentioned this to a colleague of mine, and I think he's from the north or something, and he said, "Oh, what puss?" I said, "No, it's not puss, because that sounds like pus, pus." So I said, no, it's PASS. So there's a little caveat that if that becomes an issue for you, just don't use it. Don't use the acronym. Just use the whole thing, positive and strong. And when telling people about this new Tony Strong positive and strong methodology, to say positive and strong, just stick with that. Don't worry too much about the acronym. So that's by the by. Anyway, oh yes, okay. I'm just going to randomly choose one of the big challenges that we're facing at the moment, and then we'll see how this methodology actually works in practice. Okay, so there we go. There we go. War. There was a war, a land war going on in Europe at the moment, and of course, there's other wars around the country. I hope not, around the world. So how can we turn that by using my new methodology into an opportunity? Well, good question. And it's actually, I'm going to use this as an example. Okay, so I'm going to imagine now, and I want you to come on this journey with me. Imagine that you are a manufacturer of cheese. Okay, you're a cheese manufacturer. So I'm just going into that mindset now of a cheese manufacturer. So it's kind of like artisan cheese, the more top end stuff. So I make sort of like soft cheeses, sort of like Camembert or Brie type cheeses. Okay, and we've got the challenge of the challenge is there's a war going on. So and then there's another challenge, you see, because cost of living crisis. There's a cost of living crisis, so that's directly affecting me as the cheese manufacturer, because I produce this artisan cheese and it's not cheap, and so that's affecting my margins, and people can't afford my artisan cheese so much. So I go, well, hang on a minute. If I how can I get around this? Because I don't want my business to go, my business to collapse. So what should I do? So then you have a ping. You get at that moment as the cheese manufacturer, you think, hang on, what if I use some of Tony Strong's positive and strong methodology here, and I convert the challenge of war into an opportunity? You could just imagine. So you take the base metal of the challenge and you weave gold. The gold of the opportunity. And how do you do that? Well, you do this. You think lateral thinking. You think, okay, so war going on, and they're using what's going on, and what do they need? You need weapons. And you think, okay, weapons. I've never made weapons before, but it doesn't matter. Because basically, don't worry about that. Put that to one side, because you've got a factory, you've got a distribution network, you've got skilled staff, okay, and you think, okay, well, I'm going to get my R&D team on this, and I'm going to put some money into the R&D, and I say, guys, okay, look, we've got this challenge here, we've got our margins are shrinking, and people aren't buying so much artisan cheese, so I'm thinking, let's make some weapons. So what's our weapons, guys? And they say, well, okay, well, wow, bullets or shells. You go, no, think bigger. Apply. What would Tony Strong do? Okay, he'd go big on this, big. So you go, okay, we'll do some research, Google it. Oh, look, looks like they need long-range rocket launchers, long-range ones, And you go, okay, and the R&D guys go, okay, well, we'll look into that. And they go on Google, and you can find everything on Google, and you find the blueprints, and you go, okay, and they develop a prototype, and then we get the guys in from the shop floor who are, you say, guys, just put down the Brie and the Camembert. Come and have a look at this, and you go, whoa, and you reveal this prototype, and go, okay guys, we're going to be making this, and you can apply your skills that you've already developed making cheese to making rocket launchers, because there's a natural progression there, if you think about it, between making cheese making and rocket launches. Absolutely, you can actually see how that would work. And then, you've got a distribution chain. It's already established out there. So you just go along the distribution chain, and when you go out there, you say, look, we're not just now doing Camembert and Brie. We're also, we've got rocket launchers. And basically, you go out into the market with your marketing team, and you create new markets. You go to if you live in Shropshire, or if you go to Shrewsbury or Ludlow, and you say that we've got rocket launchers, and if there isn't a market there, then you go bigger. You go out to cities, you go to the NEC. You just think big. You develop it, and you find the market, and you sell those rocket launches. I mean, that's just beautiful, isn't it? You've converted the challenge of war, and you found an opportunity by applying a bit of, well, not a bit, but quite a lot of the Tony Strong methodology there. I hope that's been helpful today, and I'm very excited by the launch of this new methodology. Okay, thank you very much for listening to me, Tony Strong, life coach.